need new enemies, so you'll always need me. New fears and distractions to tantalize and tease. Your pantries will be emptied for the glory I desire. You see the blood of all your children is all that I require. Your skin and bones grandchildren, they won't ask me the tale. I'll be buried beneath the rubble after my last scheme has failed. No, you're the ones they'll blame for their orphaned world that bleeds. For all those days you slept instead of learning from history.
Former Deputy FBI Director Andrew McCabe confirmed that top Justice Department officials considered removing President Donald Trump from office after James Comey was fired. During an interview with CBS's 60 Minutes, McCabe said DOJ officials talked about recruiting cabinet members to invoke the 25th Amendment in the spring of 2017, not long after President Trump decided to dismiss Comey as FBI director. Invoking the 25th Amendment allows the vice president and a majority of cabinet members to remove a sitting president from office by declaring him unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. McCabe also said Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein offered to wear a wire in meetings with President Trump. A secret recording could have provided proof of the president's reportedly erratic behavior. McCabe's comments confirm claims made in a New York Times article published in September. At the time, Rosenstein denied the report, calling it inaccurate and factually incorrect, and the DOJ reiterated that denial in response to McCabe's interview. McCabe also told CBS he ordered the FBI team investigating Russian election interference to expand their probe to look at whether President Trump obstructed justice. McCabe said he did that to make sure the Russia case was on absolutely solid ground in case he got fired too. As it turns out, McCabe lost his job in March after the DOJ accused him of misleading investigators about his disclosures to the press. His full 60 Minutes interview is set to air on Sunday.
Hey girl, I wrote this song for you. So if you could shut up. It's Valentine's Day, and I wanted to say that Cupid's arrows hit me in the most peculiar way. And I don't know how to say it, but in my heart, I know it's true. The only girl I want to be with on Valentine's Day is your sister. I want to get with your sister. Hooking up with your way hotter sister. Do you think you could do me a solid and tell your way hotter sister I said hello? Thank you. I hope you're not offended. I hope you're not surprised. But I think I saw her giving me the let's go out the back and hook up in the shed until the sunrise eyes. And baby, 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 I was wondering if it wasn't too much trouble, then maybe I could meet your mama. Hooking up with your sister and your mama. Maybe cause some multi-generational drama. Has your mama been doing some Zumba? She looks really good for her age. Wait, why are you crying? Why are you screaming? You sound like you're dying. It's really unappealing. Did you think I wanted you? Well, I honestly don't know how. You know your chances be a whole lot better if you shaved your unibrow. I'm hooking up with your sister, your mama, your sister's hot friend, LaShonda. Hooking up with your whole damn family, your whole damn family. Don't think about it. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone about you.
Melania, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, which, by the way, is so strong. Good stamina. Unlike Hillary, that's why she lost the election. Remember that? November 8th. Wasn't that a great evening? But anyway, you are beautiful. So beautiful. Just like that beautiful scene on November 8th. Remember that beautiful, beautiful day? Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin. But anyway, Melania, such a wonderful, beautiful woman. But more importantly, I won with women. That's very important. I love women. I love South Carolina. We love Pennsylvania. And we love Big Ben. Tom Brady loves me, though, and I love Tom Brady. By the way, the bikers love me. The Asians love me. The Hispanics love me. The African Americans, they love me. I love them. Florida loves Trump, but I love Florida. You know, I won Florida by a lot. What fun that was. November 8th. But, baby, I'll tell you what. I love you. Utah! I mean, Utah, did you see how many points I won by Utah? This thing wasn't even close, like massive. Very, very large brain. He said, Donald Trump, they don't know what to do. Never happened. Donald Trump, he's lost it up here.
Hey everybody, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Matt Connarton Unleashed in the afternoon. We are live on WMNH 95.3 FM, emanating from a bright, sunny downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in the Manchester area, so you can watch the show. Of course, we're streaming at WMNHradio.org and on Facebook on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. See a lot of activity in there already. Let's see. I see. Okay, Fred Bonig from the DailyRipple.org is in there. Hello, Fred. Ed Murphy is in there. Jenny is in there. Fred sent me a link for access to some songs for the show. Fred always a lot. Actually, there's quite a few songs that I've played on the show that Fred sent me. He always sends good stuff. Jenny says, "Happy V-Day. I love you, Matt Connarton." Oh, very nice. Oh, we have a call. We'll grab this. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt Scumpy.
Jeff Scumpy Lorenz. How are you, sir? Are you calling to wish me a happy Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm wishing you a happy Valentine's Day, of course, man. I love you, man.
Well, I love you
Of
too,
course.
and we are secure enough in our masculinity to say this to each other.
That's right. Did you
Yes.
get my candies?
I did, and candies with candies of love. Although I noticed the way that they were addressed. I noticed it said from Scumpy, but it wasn't the normal spelling of Scumpy. Almost as though someone sent them for you on your behalf. It was strange. They spelled Scumpy with a Y instead of an I. I was a little thrown by that.
Yeah, those damn flower companies and candy companies, I can't believe it. They always use a C and a Y.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have it right.
Never trust.
It's SKUMPI.
Yes.
It's not SCUMPY. Come on.
Never
they gotta
trust.
get it right.
Never trust a florist. They get everything wrong. That's a very inside joke, but the few people who got that will appreciate it.
Yeah, but anyway, I wanted to tell you, did you see that XM Sirius Radio has a KISS station now?
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
Yeah, I've been listening to it. It's unbelievable, man.
Now,
I've been hearing all kinds of songs that I never heard before, and there's one I wanted to tell you about too. Like, if you want to play one, like Burn Bitch Burn. Ever hear that song?
Oh yeah, of course. Well,
Crank.
well, Scumpy,
There's all kinds of leads. It just goes crazy. It's a great song.
yeah, that is from Animalize, the one album that they did with Mark St. John. That's the same album that has Heaven's on Fire on it. That's the big hit from that. But yeah, that's a great track.
Oh, is it really?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, because Heaven's on Fire wasn't one of my big songs, but I heard that Burn Bitch Burn, and I'm like, wow, what a great song.
And great lyrics too. That's that, of course, is the song where Gene Simmons declares he wants to put his log in your fireplace.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, burn, 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 baby.
That's right. Yes.
And there's a couple other ones too. Dangerous House. What's that from?
Oh, Danger Us. That is on Monster.
Yeah, Danger Us.
Yeah. That's a really new one. That's from the most recent studio album.
That was actually a pretty good song too. And there's another one I wanted to put by is I Just Wanna.
Yep, I Just Wanna, which is from my favorite Kiss album, Revenge, which came out in 1992. Yep.
Is that with Bruce?
That is with Bruce Kulick on guitar, and it's the first album to feature...
I knew that was Bruce. I knew it was Bruce.
Oh, yeah. Bruce is amazing. And that's the first Kiss album to feature Eric Singer on drums.
No kidding.
Eric Singer, of course, the current drummer.
You know you Kiss better than I do. But, you know, they get this channel. It's XM30.
Okay.
But I've been listening to it huge. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm hearing all these songs I never heard before. Because you know me, I'm old school, pretty much old school Kiss. You know, 70s and the early 80s. And,
you've been missing out, Scumpy.
And I'm hearing all these songs that they're fantastic, and they're written. I mean, way after.
Yeah.
You know, the 90s, 2000s. Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. See, I was like
stuff.
we talked about when you were on the show. I was late to the party on Kiss. They were already into the non-makeup era by the time I really got into the band. So I love that era of the band. I love all eras of the band, but I actually tend to gravitate more to the non-makeup era than the original makeup era.
Yeah, that's weird, man. You're the weirdest guy in the world for doing that, because you know most people like me. My first album I ever bought was Kiss Alive 1.
Yeah.
And I love all those. And it's great, and I just heard they just did a thing on XM radio. I don't know when it was, but they just played the Whiskey a Go Go, and I've been to the Whiskey a Go Go. I was in L.A.
Oh wow!
With a friend.
Yeah.
That had played there, and I swear to God, it probably only holds 150 people, 200 people.
Yeah, it was like this.
And they have a whole live. They have a whole live show with in the Whiskey a Go Go. This is the smallest place we ever played.
Yeah, it was like this exclusive invitation only, I guess, industry event that they did, which is pretty cool. Going back to their roots, playing a little club like that, it's pretty cool.
What do you think it was? $1,000 a ticket or $1,500 a ticket just to go to that little thing? I don't know.
Oh, if
I know Gene Simmons, he's a selfish. Him and Paul, I'm not a big fan of both of those because they're so greedy. You know, I've always liked Peter and Ace better. Peter and Ace, I love them because they were just, I don't know.
Yeah, they're businessmen,
anyway.
You know. Yeah, but well, that's cool. So now that station, by the way, do they play only Kiss? Do they play any solo material from anyone who's been in the band, or is it just all Kiss?
They do all the solo stuff, and once in a while they throw, like once every maybe 12 songs they throw, because I heard they threw Cheap Trick on because they were on tour with them.
Okay.
They took a live Cheap Trick soundtrack from like 1977 when Cheap Trick came around, and stuff like that, but it's mostly Kiss all the way. It's actually a pretty good station. I don't know. I like it. I've been digging it. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, the thing about Kiss is and this is something they don't get credit for usually, but they're one of the most prolific acts in rock and roll. Like they have about 25 albums of original material.
You're not kidding.
So
there is a lot of them though. I've been listening. There's a lot of them I have to change it because they go, oh my, that's been done. Love,
yeah.
Love.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. They have a lot of bad songs. They only have about like 3 or 4 albums where you can listen all the way through that are, everything is great.
Oh, I disagree there, but like I said though, but I gravitate more toward the non-makeup era. There's definitely some albums I can listen to all the way through. By the way, Kyle Heavey is here from Off the Mark Sports with Kyle Heavey.
Yeah, I just want to send some love to you guys and wish you a happy Valentine's Day and stuff like that. I don't know what you're doing after the show or something like that. I'm not hitting on you or that sounded weird, but I just want to hope you have a good day and full of little chocolates and hearts and all that fun stuff.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to you, man.
do you and Scumpy know each other? Have you met?
We've he actually has called into my show before, and I know that I haven't. He wasn't here when I was on Peter's show last week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where you were, Scumpy, but I know we've seen each other, in passing and stuff like that, but we don't know each other extremely well just yet. So, it's not like I'm jumping on.
We will. We will.
It's not like I've jumped on his show.
Give it time.
Exactly. I mean, it's a nice sunny day out here in Manchester. It's just
beautiful.
It's very nice.
It's a beautiful day.
Hey man, I got a lot of DEF CON's got a lot of things coming up here.
Oh, good. Well, go ahead and plug away. What have you got?
Well, I don't know. Well, the music video with the films is done. Well, actually, the music's done for it. Terry Trainor's going to come in. We're going to finish that and make a music video for the film.
Yeah,
it's going to be beautiful. And
great.
We just booked at Panucci's music hall. We're going to be playing there.
Oh. What?
And we might be opening up. We might be opening up for some national acts over at Jewel.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Very good.
Very good.
When is?
Well, there's a couple of them. I mean, they're old national acts, but we fit right in. It's like Overkill and.
Yeah, I remember Overkill. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bunch of them anyways. But anyways, everything's looking good.
And
really good.
When is the Panucci's show? You said that's already booked.
Oh yeah, that's booked for May.
Great.
It's May 18th.
May 18th.
May 18th, which was actually my father's birthday.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. Oh, very good.
But everything's looking good. And we're playing April 6th at the Davion.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I think we're gonna start. We get the song done. I think we're gonna start. Terry Trainor's gonna come in from Narrow Street Films, and I think we're gonna do this film. And it goes with the film I was in. The last two.
The last two.
I wrote a song to it. We're gonna make a video and put them together, and it's gonna be awesome.
That's fantastic, and that'll be available online, obviously, when it's ready.
Oh yeah, he'll probably even put it right on Amazon.
Very good. Yeah. Because Jenny and I we watched that movie, the last two, that you were in, and enjoyed it tremendously. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing that video.
Cool, man.
Cool. All right, my friend. Well, Scumpy, it's wonderful to hear from you.
Want to hear from you? I have to go and make dinner for the wife because it's Valentine's.
It's Valentine's Day. Yes.
I got a bunch of special things. I got a bunch of special things already set up for him.
Oh, very good.
Good for you, buddy.
Very good.
Good job planning this ahead.
Yes.
So all I got to do is cook now. I got everything else all set up.
Oh, well, excellent. All right, Scumpy. Well, thank you.
I got the candles. I got the champagne. Oh,
well, we don't need to know the intimate details now, Scumpy. My goodness, TMI.
Oh boy, what are you kidding me? All right. I love you guys.
All right, Scumpy, you too, man.
All right, Matt.
Thanks for the call.
Yeah, keep going, man.
All right, brother.
All right, rock and roll.
Bye-bye. And John Hopwood has entered the studio. And Kyle, what are you holding there? You've got arms full of stuff.
I had my we had to be here at 7:30 this morning on the TV side. We had Greater Manchester leadership coming in, and they all got to do 6 different groups came. There was like 37 people, I want to say, and they all got into different groups and did kind of run-throughs of pretending to be a sports or reporter, anchor, stuff like that upstairs. So I've been here early. I had to bring a breakfast on the run.
Yeah.
I have Bill Welds, former Massachusetts governor, will be at the Bedford Village Inn tomorrow morning.
Very
interesting. I have to film that event. So that's why I just in my passing I have to I get Ichiban up in Concord. I get a nice dinner, for 6 o'clock. So I got I can only stay for so long, but I figured I hadn't seen you in a little bit.
Yes,
I've been on the go a lot lately. And You know, I know you were you're digging the Joe Sambo tune that I sent you.
Yes, I still have to play that. I haven't played that on the show yet.
I mean, if you
there's
haven't
been so
seen
much
it-
going on, but I will.
Well-
Tell us, because I don't know. I don't personally know Joe Sambo, but he's a local Manchester guy.
Yeah, he's from Salem, New Hampshire, but
he's from
he lives
Salem,
in,
okay.
he lives in Manchester now.
Okay.
And I just have Revelry Studios. They're over kind of over by Market Basket in that old mill building there.
Yes.
And they met him a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. I remember when the Paper Monsters and Joe Sambo played together.
Okay.
And I was like, man, this guy is really fun. And sure enough, they made a friendship, a bond, and Joe Sambo just released his new song on Friday. And as of right now, it's #1 on the iTunes reggae hits.
That's amazing.
And
that's great.
It's been playing on other stations. I
Good for him.
was just shocked to see it just skyrocket so fast. And
That's really
it's
cool.
just really cool. They just made the music video the other night in the
Oh, no kidding.
snowstorm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Revelry Studios and Joe Sambo, they did a great job. It's hilarious. Just to note, he's in shorts and a tank top and boots the whole entire time. No jacket. It's worth seeing. So Joe Sambo music, if anyone wants to take a listen, he's going to be the biggest thing, I guarantee, by summer. So,
Wow, very nice.
His album's coming out 420. Kind of interesting, seeing
Right,
he's a reggae artist. and
Yeah, man.
He does like the ganja, yeah. So definitely, if you want to get him as a guest or something like that, let me know.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
obviously,
I would love it.
you
Yeah.
know, we got big news today with Trump declaring the national emergency. I don't know if you've seen that.
Has he declared it?
I just had a update on my phone before he came in that he was about to have a press conference.
Oh,
So-
okay. Because when I was getting on the air, Mitch McConnell had just said that was the plan.
Okay, because I had seen something, but I was doing Glenn Ouellette's show upstairs, so I only had so much ability to multitask, triple task, and
How is
you know.
Glenn?
Oh, well, his shows are right now being aired on Channel 23.
What
He's,
an enthusiastic endorsement.
You know, he's got a whole bunch of chocolates and Valentine's Day stuff, just like you do,
Ooh.
Mr. Hopwood. I know you're wearing the red tie, and you're representing pretty well over here.
Yeah, but you know, when I get all stressed out and my mental problems kick in, I can't. I can tie a beautiful half Windsor, but today I come in, it's all screwed up and everything.
Well, we've all been there.
Man.
You're just it's on the go. I mean, this morning I didn't put my belt on properly, so all of a sudden
I can't find my belt,
Well,
and I lost some weight.
Oh.
good for you.
That'd be
Good for
great.
you.
You're out there and you drop trow.
Well,
At
that's
least
it.
I could find my underwear.
It's a good opportunity to reignite your hip hop career. Just walking around with your pants halfway down your
Hip hop. What's the?
your
I mean,
buttocks.
just don't go the crisscross route, because that was a very awkward time in 1991 when the backward pants and the backward shirt.
Oh, 1991. That's when I stopped listening to popular music.
Yes,
Yeah.
but crisscross will make you jump.
Daddy Mac will make you
Jump.
Yeah, there you go.
Wasn't that a Van Halen song?
Yes, it was, and a Pointer Sisters
Yeah, I
song
was gonna
as
say
well.
we can go. We could, you know.
There's been a lot of jumping in music. There's all kinds of jumping.
We're supposed to sing songs today for Valentine's Day, right?
Yes.
When I saw you, I thought the mayor was going to be here, for our karaoke act, where I sing "Having My Baby."
I don't know what
Paul
she's up to. I mean, she could be around if you. I saw her all this week for multiple different events. So I know she's available. I'm trying to think of
Maybe she's
Jump,
avoiding me.
like with Everlast. What was his first group that he came out with? I almost want to say Public Enemy, but it wasn't Public Enemy.
No,
Everlast. You mean the public utility?
that's Eversource.
That's Eversource.
Oh,
Everlast. Oh my God, I'm
That's
embarrassed.
really-
I'm
I'm
drawing a
embarrassed
blank,
that I'm
and I'm
forgetting this myself.
like I'm about to look it up, but it's like I'm really frustrated that I can't remember.
And then the DJ joined Limp Bizkit, and
Yeah. All right, I'm looking it up.
biscuits.
Everlast.
Biscuits.
How it- somebody in the chat room will probably remember quicker than I can look it up because this is common knowledge, and we're both forgetting.
That's what
House of Pain.
House of Pain. There we go.
Oh yeah, Jump. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
that's another jump song that I was thinking in my head with Mr. Hopwood mentioning jumping. So
There's a lot of jumping in music. It's,
Hop.
There's jumping. There's hopping.
jumping.
There's leaping. There's all kinds of things.
You look a lot like your poster.
I gotta say he did a marvelous job of making these posters, and
He really did. Yeah.
It's sad that mine is officially wrong as of already.
Why?
Because we've switched it to Sundays now.
Oh,
What's going on?
I am just apparently I'm not allowed to have a certain day anymore. The higher ups are keep moving me around. I've already moved 3 different times, so that's why I think Sundays as of right now is the going rates for Off the Mark Sports. So
see, Kyle, that's why you got to make sure your agent, when he negotiates your contract with the network, that you settle on on what you want for a day and time. It's very important.
I only
you should fire the guy. It's Glenn, isn't it?
Oh, I'm going to jump out of here at this point.
Oh, my God. Even more jumping.
You like that connection? But, guys, and have a good show. I apologize.
Oh,
I can't
don't leave so soon until
I actually,
we sing songs.
Well, I'll leave you to that. My karaoke voice is a little tired right now, and I have a fun Valentine's Day evening ahead of me, with some good friends, and I will throw out there the Shaskin is having an anti-Valentine's Day night starting at 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh, no
For
kidding.
anyone that's single and hates the day,
oh wow,
you can go to the Shaskin and they have drink specials, and will be all about anti-love. So
very nice.
You're going to be there?
8 o'clock. I'm not sure. I mean, if you ever been to Ichiban or Asian Breeze or something like that, or Mesa. It's the same exact feeling of, you sit there and they cook it in front of you. And so I'm unaware of how long this is going to be up in the capital city. So we'll see what happens. Or the city that always sleeps is what I call Concord. So
I'm always afraid of that whole, like they cook in front of you. Like, what if something goes wrong? You could be burned to death by food or cut up by a stray knife or something. It's very frightening to me.
Did you ever see the 1982 remake of I, the Jury?
I have not.
The Mickey Spillane novel? Oh,
Is that what happens in that? Something terrible happens at a Benihana? Oh,
She's
my
just
goodness.
about to tell Mike Hammer,
Lord.
And for some reason, the guy chopping everything up and throwing the things in the air turns out to be on the other side. And
see what can go wrong, so be careful.
Lord. Thanks, guys, for that really boost of confidence that I have as I head up to Concord
You
here.
should wear some sort of helmet or some protective gear.
What do I have
or
in my
a
car?
necktie.
Wait.
She wasn't wearing a tie, so when he...
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was a notoriously violent film.
Well,
for its
I guess
time.
this guy will not be getting a tip, if anything, tonight if things go bad.
I am concerned that we've ruined your Valentine's dinner.
I feel like this is going to be a little bit, I'm going to be on the defensive side of things now.
Well,
I'm not going to be going in there with a boast of, I'm hungry. I'm going to go into, oh, gosh, I got to have self-defense prepared.
It's important to be vigilant.
All right, guys, I'm jumping out of here.
All right,
Take care.
Kyle. All right, thank you so much for stopping in. The great Kyle Heavey from Off the Mark Sports now on Sunday mornings at
what time?
10 a.m.
Oh, it's at 10 a.m.
It's still 10 a.m., right?
10 a.m.
All right, cool. Sundays at 10. All right, thank you so much, Kyle.
Yes.
And,
Has tripod.
I am
will travel.
I am disappointed that he couldn't stick around because I kind of thought that what we were going to do is the three of us, along with Glenn, after his show, we're going to debut our new men's chorus. But apparently that is not in the offing. Well, it was a surprise, and I kind of I was going to spring it on all you guys, try to get you guys all together and spring it on you. And we were going to sing some love songs. Some people want to fill the world with silly love songs. And what's wrong with that? I'd like to know.
Oh, Heidi Hamer is up in session in Concord, so she was going to come down and sing "Having My Baby with Me."
Oh, I didn't know that. Now, does Mr. Hamer know this? She's having your baby?
It was part of our karaoke act.
Oh, right.
Then I replaced her with Carol Robidoux.
I heard. Now I'm a stickler for. Maybe you can confirm this.
Rubidoux.
I'm a stickler for pronouncing names correctly. I like Paul Cormier. I like to say Paul Cormier because that's a.
And it is Valentine's Day, so we should be speaking une langue d'amour.
Sure,
French.
but oui. But somebody told me that Carol's last name technically it's pronounced Ribidou. Ribidou.
That is the French from Normandy.
That's what I thought. Yes.
Yes.
Very nice. We have a lot of Facebook Live. Oh, by the way, I loved it when you asked Kyle about Glenn's show, and he's just kind of like, oh, well.
Well, I was.
The way he reacted was funny.
I was wondering if there was like one of those half-hour videos before he was able to go on.
Oh, I'm sure Glenn loves the half-hour videos.
And the balloon, say balloon.
Hello to, I hope I'm saying this correctly, Derek Sheena in the Facebook live chat, as well as Yvette Bombardier.
Yvette, that is a good French name. Perfect name for Valentine's Day. Un jeu de Valentine.
Fred's posting a lot of, looks like a lot of links to music in the Facebook live chat.
And there was a good Valentine for Le Président, where he was admitted that the Justice Department tried to have a coup d'etat against them.
Yes, they did discuss the 25th Amendment. Jenny says, well, Matt can have a boyfriend, just not another girlfriend, because, Scumpy did send me chocolates.
I don't think the mayor's going to show up, since I embarrassed her at the fundraiser.
Oh, you shouldn't embarrass mayors at fundraisers. How dare you?
I did need a female to sing, when having my baby. I'm a woman in
the mayor's
love,
having your baby?
I'm love
now
what
that's
I'm
a
doing
scandal.
to you.
I thought the Nancy Pelosi thing was a scandal. This is an even bigger scandal.
I am gifted with l'amour.
How are you now?
Oui.
Wow. So
C'est si bon.
So it's interesting that
C'est si bon.
Kyle has to film at a Bill Weld event tomorrow because the rumblings are that Bill Weld...
the Guillen.
Huh?
Maybe I should move over there since I'll come and sing if we can get what do you call it, female?
If we can get a female, you're gonna sing. You're gonna do the duet if we can get a female to come in.
Well, after during the break to 5 o'clock, I will kick you into your blockos and see if you'll go up.
Oh, right.
And you can sing.
I was gonna say because it's there's a dearth of estrogen on this show. There really isn't. I mean, Jenny comes on sometimes. Elizabeth Ropp comes in once in a while.
Ooh,
But
the wrestler.
But for the most part, Matt Connarton Unleashed is a bit of a sausage party. Got to admit.
Come on.
It's a very masculine show. But yeah, you can move over there. You'll be on the mic with the processor.
Un programme de masculin.
But rumblings are Bill Weld, former governor of Massachusetts, former vice presidential libertarian candidate in 2016, has now gone back to the Republican Party and is going to challenge, I already shut that mic off, and is going to be challenging President Trump in a primary attempt to win the Republican nomination. So very, very exciting. Of course, he has absolutely no chance, and it is an exercise in futility, but it will be fun to see.
Where's my necktie?
I don't know. What'd you do with it? I do like Bill Weld. When Bill Weld was governor of Massachusetts, I used to look at Bill Weld and think, that guy is as liberal as you can get and still get away with calling yourself a Republican. Like, if there's some sort of line that you can walk up to, much like Charlie Baker, I suppose, who's the most popular governor in the entire country. They love Charlie Baker. Even Democrats love Charlie Baker. How do you say it?
Charles Baker.
Charles Baker?
Charles Baker.
I'm not very French. I can't...
It's very sexy, the French.
Well, I'll take your word for that. I'm not attracted to him, but hello to... Christian Cunard in the Facebook live chat, I see. So Kyle did break the news that Trump is going to be declaring a national emergency, although I'm trying to see...
Emergency nationale?
It does say here on thehill.com, Trump to sign border deal and declare a national emergency.
C'est bon.
Says, this is from thehill.com. Trump will declare a national emergency to fund his demand to build a border wall. Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced on the Senate floor today. And it looks like we have audio of that.
Is it en français?
No, I think I assume it's in English. Let's see if this will play. Some of these
he's not very sexy.
Mitch McConnell.
The Valentine.
I think he's stunning. I mean, he's kind of a turtle person, but if that's what you're into.
And Barr is now Attorney General.
What's that?
The General Attorney Barr.
Oh yes, William Barr has been confirmed. No big surprise there. Let's see if this will.
going to support the national emergency declaration.
Will he or won't he? President Trump keeping Washington waiting as he decides whether to sign a compromise agreement on border security that would prevent a second government shutdown, impacting the lives of 800,000 federal workers and their families.
We're going to look at the legislation when it comes, and I'll make a determination then.
Publicly, the president says he still needs to review the details of the proposal, but two people who have spoken with him say he intends to sign it.
We haven't gotten it yet. We'll be getting it. We'll be looking for landmines because you've got.
That's audio from before. Okay, here's the clip. This is Mitch McConnell, I think, announcing on the Senate floor that this is the plan.
I've just had an opportunity to speak with President Trump, and he, I would say to all my colleagues, has indicated he's prepared to sign the bill. He will also be issuing a national emergency declaration at the same time. And I've indicated to him that I'm going to support the national emergency declaration.
Really?
So for all of my colleagues, the president will sign the bill. We'll be voting on it shortly. And
well, there you go. I guess McConnell supports the national emergency. Well, I think that in a way it might be the way to go, politically speaking, for Trump. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I think that politically, at least he can say, well, you know what? Because this is how. So when Ann Coulter gets mad at him and starts talking about how weak the president is, he can say, hey, look, I'm doing what you want. I'm declaring a national emergency to get this done. And then, of course, it'll be challenged and it'll get tied up in court. And it won't actually.
Why do you think it's
going to
get tied up in court? He's the president. It gives him a broad range of powers.
Yeah, but it's never been used for. It's never been used for this before. I think it'll get tied up in court.
In what way hasn't it? It's been used during war. You have no idea how many national emergencies have been signed since 1970.
No, I'm talking about a national emergency for this specific purpose.
And
I just know that a lot of legal experts are saying this isn't going to go anywhere because just like the travel ban, it's going to get all tied up.
You mean les experts du téléviseur? You mean television pundits?
Yes, and from some of the columns that I've read as well. They're very skeptical that this will be successful, but politically it's smart for Trump because he looks like he's done all that he can do, so then he can say to the base, look, I'm trying to get this done. Give me a second term so I can see it through as he sails into re-election in 2020, which could happen.
Why is it that in 2013 and 2014 that Obama declared there was an emergency at the border and needed $3.7 billion?
He declared
and that Jeanne Shaheen and other senators said there was a border at the border. There was a crisis, and there was a humanitarian crisis, and that there were kids coming to the border. That was only a few years ago, Matt. How come that's all forgotten now?
But he declared an actual national emergency.
I'm not saying an emergency, but he asked the Republicans for the loot.
Right, but I'm talking about
$3.7 billion, saying it was an emergency.
Right, but that's different than actually declaring a national emergency.
Republicans always do like a lot of labor to have freely come over that board.
Well, of course they do.
And now that the Democrats are the Rockefeller Republican Party, they like it too.
Yes. Well, everyone likes it. And this is what I say all the time. Everyone likes it and everyone pretends that they don't like it. So that's what I always say. You got all these Republicans who they rile up the base to get votes by talking tough on the border, and then they don't follow through, and they do everything they can to make sure that no, the border is not sealed because they want that. The Koch brothers certainly. I mean, they don't want that border sealed, and they've made no secret of it either. They say, no, we need the labor. So there you go. But what I'm really excited about, and I am very interested to see how this plays out, but what I'm really excited about, John, who are you today, by the way? Are you John Hopwood? Or are you
John C.
You're John C. Hopwood. What does the C stand for today?
Claude. It's a sexy name, no?
Oh, you're going with the French thing, right? So Jean-Claude.
It is my name.
Did you know?
Je m'appelle Jean-Claude.
Did you know that Trump has this phenomenal idea? This is actually very exciting, very patriotic, because obviously that military parade that he wanted to have is never going to happen.
Well, he's going to have the parade on the 4th of July, a brand new parade that already exists.
He wants to start a new tradition, and I think this is wonderful. On the 4th of July in Washington, D.C., a parade and, are you ready for this? Not just a parade, fireworks. Yes.
Well,
on the 4th of July, a parade and fireworks.
There is
This
never
is
been
very
any
exciting.
fireworks under,
No, I mean,
Oh,
well,
that was just imaginary.
Yes.
Imagine, it was just
yes.
fake fireworks.
Well, and not only that, but for 8 years under Barack Obama, remember there was some like sort of ban on fireworks on the 4th of July. We weren't allowed. It was part of Sharia law. We weren't allowed to celebrate the country or have a parade or anything. So I think this is good. Talk about making America great again, starting a brand new tradition. Fireworks and a parade on the 4th of July. I can't wait.
He is making les États-Unis great again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I don't know what you said, but yes, making it
Les
great again.
États-Unis.
What?
Les États-Unis.
Something to do. This sounds awfully
He's so
French.
sexy. Eh? Oui.
I don't know what's with all this French. We're gonna have to bring back freedom fries if you keep this up. This is crazy. But how much? I want to know this. How much are the French contributing to NATO? Huh? Yeah. Let's talk about that.
They have la force de frappe.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I do love that joke. You ever hear that? It's not even really. Well, I'll just tell the joke. You've probably heard it.
C'est le funny.
How many Frenchmen does it take to defend Paris? Nobody knows because it's never. Nobody knows because it's never been tried. Nobody knows because it's never been tried. Do you like that joke? Probably not.
No.
It's not even really historically accurate, but it's still funny.
Shame on you.
I know I'm not in the right city to be telling a joke like that. I'm just kidding. It's humor.
The people, les people, the MSKIG, they hang you by the bollocks.
I don't want to be hung by the bollocks. But, I'm in plenty of danger. I mean, geez, just today I left the house and I was almost murdered by migrants who had entered the country illegally. So there's already a lot of danger out there. It's a very dangerous world.
From La Belle Provence, Quebec.
There were these migrant children.
They speak, Gavarite. Excuse me, the Russian.
Oh, I couldn't understand a word they were saying. I just know they were migrants, and they were trying to kill me with weapons of mass destruction. They were all terrorists. So Fred says in the Facebook live chat, wait till after.
Does he say it en français?
No, he wrote it in English, which is very considerate. He wrote, wait till after Trump is impeached for collusion and conspiracy to defraud the election, and Pence will be out because he was part of it, and Nancy Pelosi calls climate change a national emergency.
That's really going to happen, yeah.
Climate change is more of a global emergency because it's going to kill all of us, but it could be considered a national. I would certainly rank climate change as an actual national emergency over the border.
Unfortunately,
or the border. Is that how you'd say that in French? Les borders.
C'est feminine.
I sound feminine.
La border.
La border.
La fenêtre. La border.
La border.
La border.
Labrador. Well, that sounds like I'm talking about a dog.
Sounds like
Labrador.
Newfoundland. Yeah, Labrador.
They have
Crappy province.
French people in Newfoundland. That's they should have.
Le people.
We're gonna have to invade.
Newfie stupid.
Oh my God! Did you just call what?
Newfies.
You just insult. You're insulting them. That's terrible. That's
I mean to hurt them.
Very politically incorrect. Why would you do that?
Man, Newfies.
What's this? Fred put a link in there. Let's see. But now I don't. Now it's interesting though about what Fred said about Pence being a part of.
Oh yes, that is very likely to happen. The Senate, it takes 2/3 to convict the president.
Yes,
and they're just going to there's going to be 2/3 at 67 senators. Dream on,
dream on, dream on.
By les locales du monde.
Oh, Fred posted a link to, this is from ABC News. Here's a list
ABC News.
of the 31 national emergencies that have been in effect
Since
for
75,
years.
Right?
Wow, apparently this
the national screw thread emergency, because there was not screw threading.
This is more common than I thought. Let's go through them. Okay, so...
they're usually about, like, dealing with terrorism and stuff and stopping finances. That usually is like the banking... Because, the United States is really essential to the international system of payments. So, but I think when you have the emergency when you declare an emergency, it gives the president powers where he doesn't have to go through all, dealing with the lobbyists and everything, and that he can actually hurt somebody like Russia over Ukraine, stuff like that.
Well, Carter declared one in November of 79.
He did?
The national emergency with respect to Iran in response to the hostage crisis. Looks like Bill Clinton had a bunch of them in November of 94.
Oh, with les filles, the jeune filles, he declared the emergency. At the White House.
Oui. So he had a national emergency with respect to the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction that combined two previous national emergencies focused on weapons of mass destruction.
Combiné?
I didn't know that.
Ooh.
In 95, the national emergency with respect to prohibiting transactions with terrorists who threatened to disrupt the Middle East peace process.
Oh. Ooh.
Also in 95, the national emergency with respect to prohibiting certain transactions with respect to the development of Iranian petroleum resources.
Which would be, because they want to sell them on the international market, but there's the embargoes. I think a lot of them have to do with embargoes.
This is really common.
Usually financial.
He did a bunch of them. Also in 95, the national emergency with respect to blocking assets and prohibiting transactions with significant narcotics traffickers centered in Colombia.
He and the Canadians were very out in the forefront of trying to crack down on money laundering, particularly in the Caribbean. And that helped him, it positions him, they're dealing with the Bank of International Settlements in Geneva because, everybody wants to keep all the money flowing.
Yeah.
Flowing. Even if it is dark money, black money, which they call it, but we'll call it dark money now.
Yes.
So he was, I remember those because one of the emergencies, some of his, I don't know how do they issue it. It must be presidential orders, right? Presidential letters, the signing orders. W got rid of them immediately, dealing with money laundering in the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In 96, he did the national emergency with respect to regulations of the anchorage and movement of vessels with respect to Cuba.
Oh, yeah. Anchorage, they were up in Alaska. They were threatening to take over.
Oh, my goodness. And in 97, he did the national emergency with respect to blocking Sudanese government property and prohibiting transactions with Sudan.
Yeah, and that's when they sent in the cruise missiles. And then in 98 was the one, but it might be super secret, about the UFOs in Nevada.
Yeah, that one's not listed.
And the bordello they had.
That one's not listed here, but that is my favorite. I am familiar with that one.
We have talked about it.
Yes. So under George W. Bush,
W.
in 2001, the national emergency with respect to blocking property of persons who threaten international stabilization efforts in the Western Balkans.
Oh, wow.
Also in 2001, the national emergency with respect to export control regulations renewed. Oh, no, that's the full title. That one's a little shorter. Also in 01, the national emergency with respect to certain terrorist attacks.
Yeah, that was 9/11. It gives him certain powers to circumvent, like they can tap into the internet, like they weren't doing it anyway.
Right. But you know what I'm noticing?
It's legal cover in a way.
But all these national emergencies have these very long names. Like, what do you think, like, Trump's national emergency for the border will be?
Border.
Probably something short, right?
BORDER. It's like a Patriot Act, stuff like that. You have to make it a word.
Well, because Trump's like Lindsey Graham said, Trump's like a one-pager kind of guy. So I imagine just something simple like the national emergency with respect to border wall Bigley or something.
He blackmailed Lindsey Graham, according to Congressman.
What? Oh, I know what you're referring to, yes.
Maybe we'll do a little Miss Lindsay singing. Maybe Miss Lindsay can help me sing Having My Baby.
W did a ton of them.
Having My Baby.
I don't even want to read them all.
Yeah, they're all related to...
Obama did a ton of them.
Yeah, they're financial, it has to do with financial and the banking system and all that. You have to regulate... It gives them some extra powers. They can cut to the heart of things.
And Trump's already done a few of them. See, I didn't realize that these were all
very common
national emergencies. They're far more common than I thought. Wow, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it won't get all tied up in court.
What we were thinking about, in 1939, FDR, or it could have been 40, declared a national emergency because of the threat, World War II, and what was going on, U-boats and all that. And if you look at the medals for the World War II, it's awarded from either 1939 or 40 to 1946 when the emergency is no longer, in place.
Yeah.
And then in Korea, he didn't declare war, of course, Truman. It was a national emergency. And he tried to use those powers to nationalize the steel industry, but the Supreme Court stopped him, which really pissed Harry off.
Trump so far is done. Oh, these do have
so
long
we're
names.
thinking of those.
Right.
Which are very rare. Or Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was actually surprised because I looked into this, like, when he started talking about this, and it's all this, like,
wasn't Gulf of Tonkin,
accounting.
didn't they do a resolution? Didn't they do
oh, yeah,
something
that's
in
right,
Congress?
He got Congress to go for that. And I actually know somebody who was there said it was just, BS.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's his name? McNamara admitted.
Oh, yeah, they all did.
Like 10 years ago that it was a false flag operation. So conspiracies actually are real sometimes.
Oh, yeah. And he was a master at using statistics and making them lie. Just like he did at Ford.
Well, I forget who said it. I read a quote once. Somebody said liars lie numbers lie and liars use numbers.
Well, then there's the other things. There's lies.
Because people always
different
say,
types of lies. They have and then there's statistics.
Because people, right, yeah, something about there's lies, damned lies, and statistics or something like that.
Right, you have the raw data.
Yeah.
And it's there, and then you change the methodology.
Right.
Because Daniel Ellsberg was in Vietnam in '67, and McNamara told him the war was lost. And this is before Tet.
Yeah. The Tet Offensive?
Right.
Not Ted.
January in 1968.
I just want to make sure people know what you're referring to. Like, you're not talking about Ted Knight, who, of course, from the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Mary Tyler Moore Show. Well, I can't do a Ted.
No. Wouldn't that be great?
Mary.
What was his name? George Baxter or something?
Ted Baxter.
Ted Baxter. Oh, yeah.
Ted Knight played Ted Baxter.
That's right.
A role originally offered to, who later played his brother in a couple episodes.
Oh, I have no idea.
Jack Cassidy.
Okay, I know who that is because he was David Cassidy's father.
Right, and Shirley Jones' husband.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So national emergencies are far more common. The most recent one Trump did was on November 27th, the national emergency with respect to blocking property of certain persons contributing to the situation in Nicaragua.
Oh, I thought that was blocking the property that had to do with Melania's wardrobe.
Well,
that wasn't a national emergency.
No, I mean, it should have been.
I have.
After she wore that jacket that says, "I don't really care," do you?
Well, it was satire.
I'm still excited about this 4th of July
Melania.
thing. Oh.
She's got,
it is Valentine's Day.
My heart goes out to Melania Trump.
Now,
I think her real name's Nos.
All right, so
Melania Nos.
If you could choose Melania, Nancy Pelosi, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, or Hillary Clinton, who'd you go with?
Melania.
I
don't have to think
that.
about it.
Yeah, I noticed she's the youngest of the group, which I'm sure is a coincidence.
She's
50
years of age.
Actually, no. Debbie Wasserman Schultz might be the youngest.
Yeah. Let's not get into Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I was very drunk.
You certainly.
I was being plied.
You certainly tried to.
You know, it's really funny. Yeah, it had the My Lai connection.
What?
My Lai. My Lai 4, the mascot My Lai 4.
Oh, I thought you were confessing to being dishonest about something. Me lie is like
no me. Yep. Oh, Matt, you're a live wire without insulation.
I am. Yes, I am. That's
it. Almost makes up for all the bad smell.
That's what my that's very offensive, but that's what the doctor told my parents when I was born. Careful with this one. He's a live wire without insulation.
Oh yeah, Me Lai. Me Lai.
You know, I did give my mother a very quick, easy delivery. She likes to say I popped out like a piece of toast.
Which Yetis, they dig the hole with the back paws, stick the rear end in there, and
I do.
But you did eat the other pups. You and the Darwinian. You made it to the top of the paw.
Very hurtful to say these things on Valentine's Day.
Kind of like a turtle.
How dare you?
Box turtle.
I've got to find the audio of Trump droning on about the 4th of July, wanting to start a new tradition. This is, I'm sorry.
He is a new traditionalist.
This guy,
he's a new traditionalist.
He is showing early signs of dementia, isn't he? I mean, come on.
No, he just lies with panache. Like with panache. They're all liars. He just lies like the proverbial rug. He missed Vietnam, but pretty soon we'll all know that he won the Medal of Honor. I revealed it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's
Sterling
right.
War record. Probably getting in a lot of trouble for that.
Oh my! Well, let's see. I'm trying to find the audio of him talking about it that doesn't involve.
You seem flustered today.
CNN talking about it. No, I'm fine. I'm trying to find this.
You were raised amongst the Yeti.
Well, of course I was.
How did you learn how to shave?
We just do it. I mean, it's instinctive. It's
You mean
like,
all Yeti shave?
how does a cat know how to lick itself? I mean,
massage? Well, let's not get into the licking.
no. Jenny in the Facebook live chat says, I thought Hoppy said me live like a dating app.
What's Tinder? Is that or a dating site? Tinder?
You seem more like a grinder type of guy.
Isn't that gay guys grinder?
No, Jordan, download it. It's fine. You'll love it.
Tinder.
Just
I
trust
keep hearing
me.
about Tinder.
Would I mislead you?
They aren't going to turn out to be prostitutes, are they?
What's wrong with that?
Don't have any money.
I mean, I know Kamala Harris would like to put you in jail for that, but
she would.
Oh yes,
I got a date with her next week.
Oh, she could be the next president. That's exciting.
C'est Simon. Have you found the thing? Have you found the thing?
No, I'm having trouble. There's video
Tinder
of him.
Is a location. Well, you look for it. I will tell people about Tinder.
Well, we'll grab this. We got a phone call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Kamala.
Oh, this is Eric.
Eric Gagnon, of course, who is the entertainment reporter on the morning show. And did you give your love advice? Did you give love advice this morning?
I didn't give any, believe it or not. Nobody called up for any.
Really?
Well,
On
I have
Valentine's
some.
Day?
I need some.
I was pleasantly surprised.
John Hopwood needs some love advice. He's downloading Tinder as we speak, and he needs some love.
Boy.
What did you?
My advice is to stay away from that stuff.
Why?
Stay away from Tinder?
Tinder? Here's one. Mega Friends. Wonder what that is.
That stuff is dangerous.
Mega Friends?
That's how that lady got wrapped up in that guy that was married 3 different wives. And she got robbed of $20,000. He met some guy on
Tinder?
on the web. To find out the guy was trash.
Oh my goodness!
Well, that's pretty harsh language. Easy G.
Yes, today is all about love.
Love, l'amour.
Exciting and new.
Anyways,
the love boat.
I gotta go. So have a good rest of your St. Valentine's Day.
Can't you come by with
keep up the laugh?
Come by with some
Thank you,
candy.
Eric. All right, Eric Gagnon, the entertainment reporter on the morning show and love advice giver, but he wasn't able to help you with Tinder. It's very unfortunate.
I've never dated any woman above congressman. Now, if on my date with Kamala Harris, what are the proprieties?
What are the proprieties?
What are
you
the
make
proprieties?
You make it sound so
Tinder
commercialized.
Chat date match. Well, she's in a higher income bracket than I am.
Yes.
All these liberals. Oh, I believe in equal rights. Yeah, and the check is there, and they're waiting for me to pick it up.
That's right.
Oh,
well, you just
nothing changes.
You just excuse yourself to go use the men's room when the check comes, and then you hope that Kamala picks it up. I don't know why I can't find the video, but it's
that there's somebody in the bathroom. Maybe Glenn will be there.
No, the key's right there.
Glenn's right there.
No, Glenn's on the television.
Single is a terrible thing to waste, Matt. This is according to Tinder.
Oh, I can't find the video, but CNN.com. CNN.com reports President Trump wasn't able to cut a deal for a grandiose Veterans Day military parade, but this year he says he aims to start a new 4th of July tradition. The only hitch, the tradition he says he wants to start in the nation's capital already exists. Trump offered few concrete details Tuesday.
That's not very, because there's no space for us. He will be Marshal.
The space. Well, the Space Force is a different thing.
He'll be Marshal, 6-star general of the Force d'Espace.
So here's what Trump said. This is his idea. We're thinking about doing, on the 4th of July or thereabouts, a parade, a Salute to America parade. I guess it'd be really more of a gathering than a parade, perhaps at the Lincoln Memorial. We're looking at sites, but we're looking about doing something that would perhaps become a tradition, unquote. Then he said, the fireworks are there anyway. Okay, so he knows we already do fireworks. The fireworks are there anyway. So we just saved on fireworks. We get free fireworks because it's already being done. So that's very good.
He saved les millions.
He has early onset dementia. Can we all just agree?
Can't you find this online?
I'm trying to find the actual audio of him saying this, but
maybe it's been censored under his new emergency powers.
Maybe.
He can censor the internet now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
It says here, a spokesperson for the Interior Department told CNN, Salute to America is a great idea. We are working diligently to present the best options to the White House. Is that like sarcasm?
No, you were dealing with le big baby.
Is that like
le baby gros?
Is that like when you
baby gros?
Like you tell Grandpa, yeah,
you got it, baby.
Becoming an astronaut is a good idea, Grandpa. You can probably do that still.
Oui.
And you can go to the moon.
You handed him with le kid glove. Le kid glove.
I mean, that's
the kid, the Billy Goat.
Are you suggesting we should treat the president like a billy goat? That's very. How dare you?
Sometimes he is horny as Billy Goat.
You have to respect the office. You think he is? He's 72 years old, isn't he? It's probably
the drug cocktail he's on.
Oh well, that's true.
He'd be pretty epic. Pretty epic.
Maybe.
As you say in English. Oh, it's so fun to speak in French. You can use your hands.
Isn't that that's an ethnic stereotype. That's very offensive.
I am Francais.
Yeah. All right. I can't find the audio of him talking about it, but what a great idea! A salute to America on the 4th of July. That sounds great. You know what?
He will be in un uniform, the field marshal.
I hope so. I think we should all light sparklers that day.
I will.
I'm gonna, in honor of our president, Donald John Trump, more than anything else. Well, let's take a break. We have another great Valentine's Day song to share with everyone. I think.
You still stressed about buying?
Whoops! Oh no. Actually, there's this guy did a bunch of Valentine's Day songs. No, I played this one earlier.
Okay, under emergency powers, the Atlantic has an article. In Roosevelt's internment of Japanese. Not just the Aisai, who were not citizens, but Japanese Americans born in America. He put them in concentration camps. And George W. Bush, he was he used as the basis of warrantless wiretapping and torture.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah. Well,
that's pretty significant powers because they are going after people that have been naturalized. We hear
right.
So
yeah, I mean it's a lot of.
Now that I think you could sue on these individual acts.
Right.
You could take them to court on that.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's what I think.
It'll be
right.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens. All right, so we're gonna take a break. More Matt Connarton Unleashed coming up, but it is Valentine's Day.
Hey girl, I wrote you a new song about Valentine's Day. And how it's one fat lie. If you Google St. Valentine's history, you're gonna find out that he's a bit of a mystery. There's debate among the who and where and why. The church says there's 3 St. Valentines. The stories all vary, but they all agree he was beaten and killed pretty terribly. Stories galore of his courageous acts, though none of them are based on historical facts. So it's Valentine's Day and you're single, and you've got nobody with which you can mingle, baby. Dry your eyes, no tears, don't cry. Don't you know Valentine's Day is one fat lie? Nobody really knows who St. Valentine was, so they gave him lots of stories, just because. Dry your eyes, no tears, don't cry. Now you know Valentine's Day is one fat lie. We spend $20 billion a year on roses and heart-shaped souvenirs. Sentimental ads try to tug at our heartstrings.
Show her you love her with a $40,000 ring. So it goes, we'll drive to Walmart, buy a rose and a card from Hallmark. Surprise your girl.
Oh, honey, you're so sweet. But is it really that sweet when there's a deadline to meet? So it's Valentine's Day and you're single, and you've got nobody with which you can mingle, baby. Dry your eyes, no tears, don't cry. Don't you know Valentine's Day is one fat lie? Economy depends on it every year. It's really less about love, more related to fear. So dry your eyes, no tears, don't cry. Now you know Valentine's Day is one fat lie. I'm not trying to hate on couples on this holiday. Love can be so beautiful in oh so many ways. Why you gotta have to wait to take your mate out on a specific day when you got 365 days a year? So it's Valentine's Day and you're single, and you got nobody with which you can mingle, baby. Dry your eyes, no tears, don't cry. Don't you know Valentine's Day is one fat lie? So it's Valentine's Day and you're single, and you got nobody with which you can mingle, baby. Dry your eyes, no tears, don't cry. Now you know Valentine's Day is one fat lie.
It's over.
So yesterday I asked you, what book deserves a sequel, and what would its title be? The Bible too, it's okay to be gay. Harry Potter Year 8, Hammering Hermione. What is the best way to dump someone? Want to see a magic?
Hello? Hey, Barack, I gotta say, I don't know how you put up with all the criticism. The press has been tearing me apart. They're twisting my words and making it sound like an anti-terrorism bill is anti-Muslim.
Donald, given the countries you've signed out, it very much looks like you're targeting Muslims.
That's ridiculous. If that was the case, I'd put whatever country you're from on the list.
Donald, we've been through this. I was born in Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay, got it. Steve, I got another country for the list.
Hello?
Hey, Barack. How'd you like my speech at the National Prayer Breakfast?
Hated it. You made a mean joke about Celebrity Apprentice at what was supposed to be an event for prayer.
Are you kidding? Come on. I did great. I moved everyone to pray. Everyone there was on their knees yelling, "Please, God, save us." Barack, I'm trying to make my Valentine's Day plans.
It's none of my business.
Be a pal. Is there a romantic restaurant near here where I can get a table for two?
I know this cute little French place.
French? Nah, Vladimir prefers Italian.
Hello?
Hey there. I hate to say it, but I'm completely rewriting the book on your failed foreign policies.
To be frank, it seems like you're just continuing a lot of them. Sanctions on Iran, warning Israel not to build settlements, demanding Russia leave Crimea.
Yeah, but Australia, we're going to hit those dingo lovers so hard they'll think it's winter in the summer.
Actually, they're in the southern hemisphere. They do have winter in the summer.
No, I'm talking about nuclear winter.
Jesus. Hello?
Have you seen me, Bear? It's been one executive order after another.
Yeah, kind of odd you didn't approve of presidents issuing executive orders back when I was doing it.
That's because I didn't know how much fun it was. I just thought one making all Asian people Japanese.
You can't do that.
Too late. Signed it, sent to the Smithsonian. Bear, I'm so smart.
Doesn't really seem like it.
Get this. I put in 3 tweeting toilets in the White House.
Tweeting toilets?
Yeah, I always like to tweet while sitting on a toilet. But sometimes I want to tweet, but I don't have to drop a duke. So I just put these tweet toilets with no plumbing, no water, just toilets for me to sit on.
And that's what you're on now?
No, actually, I'm on a real toilet. I just went, oh, crap. I'm on a tweet toilet. Jared, get in here and clean this up.
The Senate confirmed Attorney General nominee William Barr. On Tuesday, the upper chamber voted to advance Barr's nomination to a final vote. That vote fell largely on party lines. Only 3 Democrats voted in favor of moving Barr forward, and 1 Republican voted against it. Democrats have been putting off Barr's confirmation. They voiced their concerns about him in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe. In the past, Barr said he thinks Mueller should be free to continue his probe, and the public should be informed of the results once he's done. But Barr could choose whether Congress and the public get the full report or a redacted version or even just a summary. And that's not sitting well with Democrats. They're also concerned about a memo Barr wrote last year. That memo criticized Mueller's investigation into whether the president obstructed justice as fatally misconceived. Barr has held the position of AG before. He served under former President George H.W. Bush from 1991 to 1993. He also worked for former President Ronald Reagan as a member of the domestic policy staff.
everybody. It's hour number 2 of Matt Connarton Unleashed in the Afternoon, live on WMNH 95.3 FM in Manchester, New Hampshire, streaming at WMNHradio.org. We're also on Channel 97 Comcast if you're in Manchester, and of course on Facebook via Facebook Live on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. 603-250-6007 is the number to call. I see Dr. Jeff Cassell joins us in the Facebook Live chat, 603-250-6007. And we have some breaking news on this Valentine's Day Thursday. This is very, very exciting. TheHill.com reports Trump physician releases results of medical exam. I've been waiting for this. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put your mic back on.
It must be a sterling report.
Well, as we know, now I didn't get a chance to pre-read this, so we're going to learn together. But as we know,
he's healthier than any human being in the history
of the galaxy, really.
Genkind.
Yes.
Homokind.
Yes, yes. And don't be, I mean, Trump really, by the way, is proof that you can't judge a book by its cover. Because you look at a guy like Barack Obama who, and again, I'm secure enough in my masculinity to say it, you know, that picture of him shirtless at the beach, that is a fit specimen of man, right? But Trump, even at, what did he clock in at according to Dr. Ronnie? 239 pounds. Just 1 pound of being short of being 240, which would make him technically obese. But no, that 6'3" man who actually
it's discipline.
It is. It's to be able to look heavier than you actually are, and to be able to eat a steady diet of fast food and not exercise
and stop before Le Baudet.
Yeah.
240.
Well, yes. I mean that is incredible. I mean the precision to be able to do that. It's no wonder that Dr. Bornstein said that once elected, Trump would be the healthiest president in the history of the country.
And you have to trust the bear.
What do you mean?
He was on loan from
the Bornstein
the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, yes, Dr. Berenstain, yes.
Went on to become a noted physician.
Right. I mean, just look at the guy. He's clearly a great physician. And and
a bear.
So this is, yes, well, I don't know about his sexual orientation, but TheHill.com reporting Trump physician releases results of medical exam. Let's find out what's up with the Trumper, a man who clearly exudes physical health, virility. Oh, absolutely.
You have to admit, virility.
Virility, yes, with a capital V. Bigly virility is what I would call it.
You think of the last few presidents, Barack Obama is just a matchstick.
Right, yes.
George W. is just, you don't even want to even think about him.
Right.
Bill Clinton looked like the product of that, W.C. Fields.
Sure.
Illegitimate son, which could be true.
Yes. Well, that is a good rumor to start.
You have to go back to George H.W. Bush to get anybody with a semblance of virility, although that was questioned.
Yes, that's right.
By Newsweek magazine.
And of course, Ronald Reagan, who was just a big burly man, big hunk of man,
an authentic stud.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so here's what we got.
He's the best since Ronald Reagan, and he surpasses him in every way.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It says, the top White House doctor said today that President Trump, quote, remains in very good health overall, unquote, even though his physical exam showed his weight is up from last year.
Oh, my.
And he is taking a higher dosage of cholesterol medication. Dun, dun, dun.
Damn that little Nancy. Look what she's done to him.
You think that's why he's had to up his...
feeding him Cheetos, and one of his favorite snacks is Cheetos.
I didn't know that. Wow.
She has big bags.
That must be what gives him his skin color. That hue.
And the Cheez-Its.
Yes.
He prefers big Cheez-Its.
I like Cheez-Its.
He's a big man.
I used to eat a lot of those when I was younger.
Oh, yeah. I almost died from Cheez-Its, but we're not here to talk about negative things.
Choking on a Cheez-It?
Yes,
wow, that's terrible.
As a tyke.
Oh, right.
That's why I'm not president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I lack the virility.
Few among us can have the virility of Donald John Trump. The most virile.
It's true.
The most virile president. I think we should rename Valentine's Day. We should call it Virility Day, and we should rename it for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
It could be a new tradition. And we could have a parade and fireworks.
I tell you that the Palladian DNA, it inoculates you against a lot of stuff. Oh, somebody wants to share their Valentine's Day.
Oh, very exciting, very exciting.
Except I think, there it is.
It could be someone wanting to share their medical history, actually, which is also very exciting. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
This is Q.
Oh, Q.
Say Q.
Q, by the way, also in excellent physical health, from what I understand, taking after our great president, Donald John Trump. What can we do for you, Q?
I've been listening to your sarcasm,
Happy
denigrating the President of the United States, pretending like you enjoy what he's doing.
I do. You say hey.
I enjoy that he's in good physical health. I think that's wonderful.
Oh, yeah. We are les Americans.
Oh, this does.
But Donald Trump is actually doing something, and you're neglecting to mention that.
His virility.
Donald Trump is a winner. Donald Trump won. He beat the Democrats back. We're getting the wall. We're getting it, and we need it.
Well, Q, aren't you concerned that this national emergency is just going to be tied up in court?
Oh, just the aspects of it.
And that it's all for naught?
That's another thing. The court system in this country has really not made America better. They just tie everything up. I think Trump should consider a national emergency and sideline those people that want to stop the wall, that want to stop the Muslim the problem that Trump was trying to solve. That's why Trump was elected. But these people, these so-called judges, many of them from Muslim nations and other minority groups, have decided to frustrate the will of America. You have to understand, Donald Trump was elected. I know your favorite candidate lost, Hillary Clinton. I know you love her.
Well, Mr. Hopwood loves her even more. If you know what I mean.
It was only physique.
Yes. And everything was consensual.
She was. I've got 2 words to describe her. Benghazi. Don't forget that.
Oh, right.
All her fault. All her fault. 100%.
Well, yes. I won't even try to argue with you about that, Q. My goodness.
Yeah, and you know what happened. They were attacked by foreigners on U.S. sovereign territory.
Mm-hmm.
Our consulate, our embassy was under attack, and Hillary Clinton, what did she do? nothing.
That's
nothing.
Right. That's
you
right.
think Trump would have been like that? You think Trump would have done nothing?
Trump would have gone over there and helped our guys fight, I think.
No. Let me tell you what Trump would have done. He would have made a statement. Tripoli, 20 minutes after it started, gone.
Right.
Just a crater where it used to be, and let's be honest, who's going to miss it?
Well, that's I guess.
Are you going to miss Tripoli?
Well, I can't say that I personally would miss it.
The former leader of Libya, Gaddafi, you'll miss him.
Well,
just another Muslim nut job. Chalk one up for Donald Trump.
Well, I think
saving America, making America great again.
I don't think Donald Trump had anything to do with the death of Muammar Gaddafi. Q.
Yeah, but he would have.
Well,
if he had been president, he would have taken that problem away. You know, he would have dealt with that problem like he's dealing with the southern border problem. I mean, let's talk. Have you been to the southern border? Do you know what's down there?
Cactus.
Are there?
Have you ever driven through Texas?
I'd be terrified.
It's nothing but dead armadillos on the highway.
Okay.
It was a mistake. Texas was a mistake. But now we've got it. So we got to protect it. It's America now.
That's right.
Yeah, and we need that wall. And we need it. We need a wall that's 50 feet high,
50 feet
deep, and 50 feet thick.
Well, that's going to take more than $5.7
billion. The wall
billion.
is going to be cheap compared to what we're going to end up paying for all these illegals. And I know that people like yourself, they'd love to give amnesty to these people, keep them here forever, right? You right?
Well, I certainly want to give the DACA recipients amnesty, Q.
Why?
Well,
what did they ever do to get amnesty?
Well, they didn't do anything.
Walk across the border where there's no wall.
Well, I mean, some of them were carried across by their parents because
they voted multiple times for Democrats. That's why we're for them.
Yeah, I'm sure they are voting. Plenty of them. They get that false ID, and they're in those polls, electing liberals and progressives and basically Bolsheviks, like both of you.
Like Beto.
And then some of them become judges.
Yeah, of course they become judges. You know. They get nominated by the so-called liberal wing of the Democratic Party. Let me ask you something. Did Obama ever nominate a white judge? Do you know of any white judges he nominated?
It depends.
I mean, what's wrong with a white judge? Do people just hate white people in this country now? Is that what it's come down to?
Yes, I think nominating white judges is un-American. It's much.
Oh yeah, it's contrary to the laws of nature and against the will of God. Come on, get real.
I'll tell you the truth. He didn't nominate any Protestants.
Oh,
judges. A vicious attack on the founding fathers and ethos.
Yes,
unless you were from Maryland.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, obviously, yes.
Hey, look at those two attorney generals under Obama. Yeah, do they look very white to you? I don't think so.
That's a good. Q. I cannot argue with that. They neither of them look particularly Caucasian.
Yeah, and what did they do? You know, they got investigated, right? I mean, didn't you think? Now, who was that attorney? The second one. What was her name?
Loretta
Lynch.
What
was that lady's name? She's so inconsequential. It slips my mind. But a liberal like you would remember her name. What was it?
No, Loretta Lynch was her name.
Loretta Lynch.
Yes,
yeah, Lynch. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Lynch. Yeah, Loretta Lynch sitting there talking with the last Democratic criminal before Obama.
Hillary
Sitting
Clinton?
there talking to him for, I don't know, 45 minutes
Bill
on the
Clinton,
tarmac. What the hell was that?
Well, Q, I have to admit that
They're talking about their grandchildren.
that didn't look good. that didn't look too good.
And how did that even get out? You know, I mean, you'd think that there'd be a little more subtlety.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Bill Clinton stops his big private jet, you know, with all the Secret Service people in there, so he can talk about his grandchildren to Loretta Lynch. What do you think that conversation was really about?
Sexual. You think it was sexual? It is Valentine's Day.
Oh, he could have been hitting on Loretta
about
Lynch.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
yeah.
I don't think
Just
so.
like
I don't think so.
He hit on Melania many times.
By the way, Tom Blanchard in the Facebook live chat says, "Wow, I love this man." Right on, Q.
Q, you still have your Q clearance from the Department of Energy?
I have I have my Q clear. Of course, my name is not really Q. That's just a pseudonym.
Oh.
I'm inside watching the deep state. And people
does
don't
exist.
understand really what's going on. They keep trying to attack our elected leader.
Can I ask you a question, Q?
Yeah. Okay.
I've studied
what is it?
I've studied the
I'm sure it's gonna
25th
be
Amendment.
trivial.
It has to be the vice president and one of the cabinet officers that brings up the question of the president's instability. So, what do you think about people in the Justice Department bringing this up?
Hopwood, who are you to talk about mental instability? That's what I want to know.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about, do you think it's right? That violates the 25th Amendment, doesn't it? Because it's not supposed to come from the Justice Department. It's supposed to come from the Vice President. So how do you spin that?
Yes, the deep state operates in mysterious ways.
There is a deep
There's nothing wrong with our President of the United States. This guy knows what day it is. He knows what country he's living in.
No, just answer that. I'm saying this just as a practical point of view.
It's just you're just another smart aleck.
No,
that doesn't like white people.
I think that the Justice Department is in error to that, and I think the guy should have been fired.
But
it gives credence to what Trump's been talking about, and I'm no Trump supporter.
Of course,
but
of course it does.
Q is right though. You do
Justice
hate
Department
white people.
It's just part of the deep state.
Oh,
they're
that's
fighting
a terrible
as hard
thing
as
to
they
say.
can to get rid of this president. He sits there dancing. He's dancing. He's like the Muhammad Ali of presidents.
He does.
And there's no deep state.
He floats like a butterfly and sings like a bee.
Butterfly.
Yes.
The church
But
commission.
he sings like a bee.
Yes.
The
You've seen his
church
latest
commission
tweets, right?
hearings. That was all just balderdash, right?
What hearings? What are
They
you
call it
talking
the
about?
secret government then, back in the mid-'70s.
Hopwood's with you on the deep state.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're running things until Donald Trump gets rid of him. I give him another 2 or 3 months. Then it's all over.
Go Paul.
You know, get rid of all these effete liberals in the Department of Justice. Shut down the Washington Post. We know what they're all about. Hey, you saw what happened with Bezos today? Gave
What?
up on New York.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Amazon is not going
What the
to New
hell
York.
is that?
Didn't get enough tax credits, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Q?
I think it's because Donald Trump is from New York. He's just thumbing his nose at Donald Trump and the National Enquirer. And why? For telling the truth. The guy sending dirty pictures on the internet.
He is.
Yeah, and they were available for anybody to see. I'm not really too interested in Jeff Bezos' penis, you know?
Oh, we
Maybe
don't
you
use
guys
that type
are.
of language.
Maybe you like it. Hopwood's probably got his own collection of photos of Jeff Bezos from the waist down.
I'm not a fan of Amazon.
I will say this, Q. I'm very excited about the president's idea of this new 4th of July tradition that we're going to have with a parade and fireworks. He's truly a visionary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Why shouldn't we celebrate the United States?
Yes.
You know, you and your buddy there in that radio studio, you'd probably like to
It's
celebrate
white nationalism. The 4th of July is white nationalism.
you know, the Bolshevik Revolution. Yeah, that's the one you're celebrating.
October.
Well, we could have a day for
stepping
that.
your way down Elm Street.
Well,
we are against.
There's nothing wrong
4th
with
of
a
July.
parade. Nothing wrong with it.
No, I love it.
hate
You know, when I was a
Actually,
kid
do too.
growing up in New York City,
Because they
I
made
used to
them
go to
watch
a lot of
them, yeah.
parades, and we loved them.
Yes.
Did you see the one with Donald John Trump?
Oh.
I'm sure he's been in many parades because people love Donald Trump in New York.
Yes.
They love him there.
Yes.
Let me ask
That's
you.
why he won. That's why he won New York State.
Let me
in the election.
ask you, Q.
He won every borough. He buried Hillary Clinton.
It was the greatest landslide in the history of the country, I think.
Let me ask you, Q.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Of course, it never gets reported that way. But Donald Trump, they love Donald Trump in New York. What would
Yes.
New York be without Donald Trump?
I
What
want
would
to
New York
ask
be
you a
without
question.
Trump Tower?
Wasn't Parade a play by John Howard Lawson of the Hollywood 10?
Oh my God!
He was under
Somebody
party
take this guy to
discipline.
a hospital.
It's true, isn't it?
He's just coming in from nowhere with these comments that have nothing to do with what we're talking about. Get on the topic. Get on
Parades
the
have
topic.
Bolsheviks have been attacking parades since time immemorial, haven't they?
They have attacked parades. You know,
Attacking
they have.
Trump's parade is an attack on the United States of America.
I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an attack
Well, I mean,
on
what's
us all.
wrong with showing off our military equipment? God knows we pay enough for it,
above
right?
the waist. Above the waist, right?
What I'd like to do ideally is the next time, like if we're going to, let's say we decide to go to war with North Korea, I think we should launch.
We're still at war with North Korea.
Well, I know what you mean, but when we decide to attack North Korea, well, because the Korean War never officially ended, we should actually launch missiles at North Korea during the 4th of July parade. I think that would
That's
be
a great idea.
That would be very
That's
exciting.
a great idea, Connarton. I'm sure you're just being sarcastic.
No,
That's a fabulous
Sexy.
idea.
Thank you. Yes, I think it's
Well,
brilliant.
let me just ask
Blow
you.
off the old missiles.
We launch, submarine-based nuclear missiles at North Korea. 20 minutes later, North Korea gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tripoli, 20
minutes.
Gone.
Where are
Just
you
a
gonna
crater.
Where are you gonna beat your subs? More like 5 minutes, if that.
Okay, 5 minutes, 20 minutes.
Well,
it's a distinction without a difference. Listen.
Not yet.
North
You
Korea
know
gone.
nothing about nuclear
Who gives
power.
a damn, right? Who cares?
The point
They're
is
just an annoying barking dog anyway.
Oh, getting a little personal there with
You think
Mr.
China
Awkward.
likes those people?
Yes, they use
just
them as a
pretend to
cat's
like 'em.
paw.
North Korea is the Chinese proxy. The Chinese, they don't want to wake up, that sleeping giant across the Pacific. So they let North Korea do it. That's their proxy.
All right. Well, I mean, our president seems
So
to be.
I mean, you had a great idea. Take out North Korea.
Yeah. Launch
great
during
idea.
the
I mean,
parade.
what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Boom. Where's the retaliation? Nothing.
It'll be too late.
North Korea gone.
Yep.
The Washington Post and the failing New York Times are going to have to find somebody else to complain about.
That's right. That's right.
There's no threat from North Korea, other than, they keep firing missiles over Japan. I don't know what the hell that is.
Right. Yes.
I guess they just want attention. They're showboaters over there in North Korea.
They are.
Led by that short, fat guy.
Yes, Kim Jong-un.
With the weird haircut.
Well, but President Trump did say that he and Kim Jong-un fell in love. They fell in love, which is nice, especially since it's Valentine's Day. I wish Trump would repeat that today.
W fell in love with Putin.
That's
remember?
right. Looked into his eyes and saw his soul.
When I look into your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, what is that? I mean, we know who these people
Bromance.
are and what they are, and they're a threat out there. But you know what? When has ever Vladimir Putin invaded the United States like Mexico, Honduras, and Guatemala? Yeah, we got a real invasion going on down there. Do you realize how many people have been apprehended at that border?
Oh my!
Hopwood, he's got his phone. He can probably give you the exact number. How many people, Hopwood, were arrested at the border coming in from Central America and Mexico?
Would you like me to read you the figures from 2013 with Representative King attacking Obama and his
Yeah, that was a shame.
designation
Representative
that
King, a
it's
true American.
That it's an emergency at the border?
I'm very,
and a
very
crisis?
sorry to see what happened to him. Somebody stands up for America, and then what happens? Boom. They get taken off every committee, denounced by their own party.
Unless you're a Democrat.
Mm.
You can get away with anything.
Oh.
Hey!
No, I don't know why they call themselves Democrats. Why don't they call themselves what they are?
Guess
Communists.
what? The Chinese have 300 megatons of nuclear weapons that can hit up to St. Louis.
Well, that's not good news.
Well, we don't think about
you
that,
think they're
do
going
we?
to
'Cause
fire
of
those
North
at us if we
Korea.
take out North Korea? Let me tell you something. We take out North Korea, they're going to thank us. That's one more problem they don't have to deal with.
Right.
They can hit St. Louis.
But why would we take out North Korea, Q, if our
St.
president...
Louis? Who gives a damn?
Well...
I know, they're all Republicans there. We lost that Senate seat.
That's right. It's a Republican state. No, wait a minute. No, what am I saying here?
Oh, my goodness.
The Republicans are good.
Yeah,
Not St. Louis. New York City. That's the one we should get rid of.
Plus, St. Louis has that magnificent arch.
We're gonna have to rely on the Russians or maybe the French with La Force de Frappe.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
the
French could do it as a contract job.
They'll attack with fraps. Is that what you're saying? That's very interesting.
La Force de Frappe.
Oh,
the
right.
atomic bomb.
The force of fraps. Yes. Yeah. I could go for a frap.
Well, I just wanted to, I wanted to break up the little party you were having, making fun of the President of the United States. I mean, let's face it, that's all you guys ever do.
Oh, no.
You just make fun of the President of the United States from some little room on the fourth floor of some building that we've never even paid any attention to.
Which you
in
pay
a
for
city
taxes.
that doesn't mean anything, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Well,
those are fighting
just
words.
making fun of our
Buster.
president. That's what you do. You make your 20 listeners happy. All the Democrats and communists and progressives in the city that hang out with you. You made them happy. But there are bigger issues here, having to do with the wall. Basically, we need a wall.
Yes.
A wall is a beautiful thing.
Or see-through steel slats, right? We can have that instead, right?
Well, he is getting it. 55 miles of steel slats.
There you go.
Poles.
And maybe the rest of it could be. I still think my velvet rope idea is really the way to go.
I still think your velvet idea is a terrible. It's just more sarcasm coming out of you, making fun of the fact that we finally have a man in the White House instead of some effete communist. Tearing down America, apologizing for America. I'm sick of it.
The Chinese
We need to make the rest of the world fear America, respect America.
Oh, boy.
And you can't do that by giving speeches at the UN. You need to back that up with a little muscle. You know what I'm saying? You need to back it up with a wall.
Are you a fan of Michael Jackson?
Not particularly. I don't know. Who is Michael Jackson? Is he white?
Well, that's
maybe.
I might take a look at it if he was white.
You might have enjoyed him later in life. Yes.
Oh my! This is sad news.
Uh-oh.
While Beijing, China could incinerate up to 130 to 140 million Americans, many times over. They don't have a missile that can reach Mexico City.
Oh, wow.
So they can get rid of the western part of Mexico.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
We'll chalk them up, too. And
Yeah, well,
plus
thank
the
you for that
Connarton.
piece of information.
Uh-huh.
That's going to just make my day about Mexico City.
Yeah, we blow everything up. Start over again.
I think the Mexicans. You gotta actually admire what Trump did about that last caravan. All those people got stuck in Mexico.
Which my friends are Mexicans.
Really?
Stuck in Tijuana. Can you imagine that?
They're having a hell of a time.
Connarton. Can you imagine that? Matt Connarton stuck for 3 months in a concentration camp in Tijuana.
Wow.
There's plenty of Jello shots.
All the prostitutes at least 10 miles away.
Do they serve tequila?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
I don't know what they serve, Matt, but if you were if you were a hostage down there in Tijuana like that caravan, I don't know how Trump managed that. How he managed to convince Mexico to keep the caravan, those 4,000 or 5,000 or 6,000 Hondurans and Guatemalans or wherever the hell they came from. How he managed to get the Mexicans to take it was genius.
It was genius.
The man
yes.
is a stable genius, no doubt about it. He's got the best moves. He's got the best words,
wife,
and he's got the best people.
The best
and you
first
guys are
lady.
jealous of it. You make fun of it all the time.
Did you say he's got the best moves?
Oh, what bull?
Well, he's got the best moves. Of course, he's got the best moves.
Oh, okay.
You see him moving every day, moving against the deep state,
I
moving
misunderstood.
against the, what's her name? AOC.
AOC, yes, Alexandria.
Miss Castro down there, from the Bronx, complaining about things. She's an idiot.
Castro from the block.
Another New Deal.
Yes.
Where's she going to pay for that?
Right. Well, you're going to raise some taxes.
The Green New Deal? What the hell is that?
She might raise your
Just
taxes.
more nonsense coming out of the communists. They're not going to be satisfied till this country is swimming in molasses.
Oh my God!
That's all I have to say. I just called up to give a little truth to an otherwise radio broadcast that's a river of lies.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for the call, Q.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Q leaves us, and that opens up a line for you, 603-250-6007. Daryl Dion is here. Hello.
We're only
Very
speaking,
good, Matt. How are you?
Very good.
We are only speaking le français today because it is a language d'amour.
I just started trying to speak French again. It's not easy.
Oh, wow.
It is if you do not care what you sound like a fool.
Ben Dion is here as well, of course. The weekly Dion coming up at 6 p.m.
How's it going?
Very well.
A man young enough to have real Valentine's Day plans.
Oh, yeah.
You got that
Rather
right.
than us. Old farts.
We were just,
Speak for yourself.
before Q called us, we were talking about apparently the president's medical examination has been released. So Dr. Conley wrote, after taking into account all the laboratory results, examinations, and specialist recommendations, it is my determination that the president remains in very good health overall. Let's see. The president's height was listed at 6'3", which we know is not true. Yes. I mean, I have no doubt that he was 6'3" at one time. He was a tall man, but we start shrinking around age 30.
You can believe it.
Yeah, and he's been photographed standing next to people who are like 6'2", and he's shorter than them, so he's probably like 6'1".
What did they list his weight at?
Yeah, so
He got fat.
let's see. He is now 243 pounds. Sure. up from 239 pounds in January of 2018, which is significant because when he popped in at 239, he was just 1 pound short of being technically obese for a 6'3" man.
That would be the weight.
Which was pretty remarkable that he was able to be that precise with his weight to come in at 239.
Pretty incredible.
But apparently now he's 243, so he is officially, our president is officially obese, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very exciting. So, we can't say Trump hasn't accomplished anything. Trump's body mass index, a measure of body weight based on height, is 30.4, putting him in the category of obese. Trump's total cholesterol was 196, down from 223 last year, but his daily dosage of the drug rosuvastatin was increased to 40 milligrams daily.
C'est vrai?
Conley said there were no, quote, no findings of significance or changes to report on his physical exam, including the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, teeth, gums, heart, lungs,
What is
skin,
he? Is this a veterinarian?
gastrointestinal, and neurologic systems. The report did not indicate that Trump took a cognitive exam like he did last year under then White House doctor, Navy Rear Admiral, and reputed drunkard Ronnie Jackson.
Oh, yeah,
I added the reputed drunkard part. Jackson recommended a diet and exercise plan to Trump last year, but a White House spokesman told CNN last week that Trump admits he has not followed it religiously. So there you go. So the president is obese, but otherwise in optimum health. So that is wonderful, and we
that makes me feel so much better.
Yes,
really.
yes. I'm skeptical that he's even 243. I'm pretty sure he's heavier than. He's got to be 300 pounds.
Yeah,
he's got to be.
Is he going to sign the? We're going to not shut down again?
No, they made the deal.
They made the deal.
Yeah, and he's getting $1.75 billion for 55 miles of steel posts, but he's declaring a national emergency.
That's how you do it.
Are you kidding?
There are many. We found out there's many.
There's been many national emergencies, but this really, I mean, Trump, he's playing some three-dimensional chess here. It's the art of the deal. He signed the deal. And he's going to declare a national emergency, and everybody gets what they want.
So he hasn't declared it yet.
He is going to.
He's going to. Mitch McConnell announced it on the Senate floor that, and Mitch McConnell supports the national emergency.
Absolutely, he's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
How he can get reelected is beyond me.
Well, there's someone that's going to oppose him actually.
Bill Weld.
A viable candidate?
Well, no, I mean McConnell.
Right.
A female former, I think, Air Force pilot.
Oh,
has come
okay.
forward.
What
I don't know her
state
name.
does he represent?
Space
What
Force?
state does McConnell
Kentucky?
represent?
Kentucky,
Is
I
it
think.
Kentucky?
Okay.
I think it's Kentucky, yeah. But I just saw that the article. I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But I think she's the person that came forward.
To primary him, or
I think no. I think she's a Democrat. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Geez, I heard that Bill Weld is thinking about it.
Yeah.
As Republican going up against Trump.
Yeah, he's switching back from Libertarian to Republican, and he's going to try to primary Trump, which he has no chance.
Geez, I don't see it. No.
And I actually like Bill Weld. I mean, I
don't have a problem with him.
Technically, I voted because I voted for Gary Johnson, so I did vote for Bill Weld for VP in 2016. But I always say, when Bill Weld was governor of Massachusetts, I always, I used to look at Bill Weld and say, that guy's about as liberal as you can be and still get away with calling yourself a Republican. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a line, he's right at the line.
Exactly.
But which I guess just makes him a typical Massachusetts Republican. I mean, you could probably say the same thing about Charlie Baker, who's the most popular governor in the country, really. So, all very exciting. What an exciting day. And, of course, by the way, the biggest, most exciting thing to happen in the last 24 hours, Trump, or maybe a little more than 24 hours, Trump's idea. Have you heard about Trump's great idea? He wants to make it a new annual tradition on the 4th of July, having a parade and fireworks to celebrate America on the 4th of July.
Well, that's not.
This
That's
is
a new
his
thing?
new. This is yes. This
It's a
is
new
a brand new
tradi- new
idea
traditionalism.
that he's come up with, and he wants to make it an annual tradition.
What's the old tradition? Don't they still do fireworks?
It is the old tradition, but this is going to be a new tradition.
This is going to be a new tradition now
He's
under
not going to
President Trump.
head
He's-
the army down the 1600
no,
Pennsylvania
no,
Ave. is he?
that idea has come and gone, but
Thank you.
but now we're gonna have fireworks and a parade every 4th of July in
And
Washington D.C.
Matt, because he's very
What a
thrifty.
visionary he is.
Because the new
I mean, it's
traditionalists.
only been going on for 200 years or so.
Right, but
But you have the
now
old
it's new.
tradition. You don't
Right.
have to pay for the fireworks. And he said that.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't have to pay for the fireworks for the new parade.
Right,
Because they're already going to have them.
Right, he said it's right. He did. He actually did say that it's perfect because the fireworks are already happening, so we don't have to pay for them.
That's when Matt questioned his cognitive abilities.
Right. No,
and we got a vicious phone call.
I think he is a visionary, and in no way is this latest idea any indication that he is suffering from symptoms of early dementia.
Not
Hey.
Not at all.
whatsoever.
Not at all. No.
Can't blame him for the $22 trillion deficit.
Nope. He clearly is of sound mind and body.
And body.
According to at 243 pounds, he's in stellar shape. I mean, I think we can say, definitely the most physically and mentally fit president in the history of the country.
Quite possibly.
I mean, don't be fooled by those pictures of Obama shirtless at the beach.
No.
I mean, and I'm secure enough in my masculinity to say, even on Valentine's Day, what a hunk of man. But nothing compared to Donald John Trump.
Hey.
Just a picture of health and virility and vitality on Valentine. Good to use V words because it's Valentine's Day, right?
Be careful with the V word.
Just to make that's true. We don't want to test the limits of that necessarily, but
Look, he's outlived Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt.
that's true. They're
and
dead.
so many presidents.
That's
He's
true.
outlived them.
That's true.
He outlived Lincoln by
You're
many
right.
years.
That's a great point, John C. Hopwood. There are a bunch of dead presidents, but our current president is still very much alive. It's amazing.
Not sure. Let's see. George Washington, whose birthday's coming up, 1832.
Yeah.
He outlived him.
That's true. He's
and
dead.
He's 6'4".
He's been dead a long time, yeah.
He's not taller than George Washington, but he's outlived him.
Right. Yeah, Washington was a legit 6'4", but he is dead.
And George Washington had no children.
He's been dead for like a long time, I think.
Oh, at least 200 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Wow. Well, anyway, we're going to be wrapping up in a moment because the weekly die-on
No
is
songs?
next. It's a little late for
you haven't
for a
seen the
song.
mayor around, have you?
We were going
She's
to
gonna join us for a sing-along.
That's true. I don't know if you guys would be interested. I don't mean to spring this on you, but we had an idea earlier and it didn't pan out. Kyle Heavey was here, and
nice.
and then when Glenn finished his television show upstairs, we
He
were
fled.
hoping Glenn would come down, and the four of us were going to do like our debut our new men's chorus. But then Kyle had to leave, and I don't know where Glenn is, so I don't know if you guys would want to do that.
Not a chance.
Okay.
Glenn's very angry.
I know.
Why is he angry?
Well, the toilets that the Craig administration are offering, if you can call it the Craig administration or the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, they are plastic porta potties, which he complained because of the cold.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to build a structure around them, but Glenn's outraged by that, too.
Yes, well.
He wants to open up the subterranean, can we use the French? Les pissoirs.
Oh, yes. Well, I think we all want that.
Oh, yeah, they're very warm down there right here.
Well,
it's a museum, too.
Oh,
You can ask John. Well, you
true.
did ask John
Yeah, we
Clayton
talked about
him.
that, yeah.
Yeah. They're named after somebody.
Very exciting. What do you gentlemen have coming up on the weekly die-on?
It's a super special surprise Valentine's Day show. I'm not revealing the name of the guest. But
is it the mayor?
No, but yeah, it should be an interesting show, and we're going to debut a few different things that we're going to change up on the show a little bit. But it won't be for a little while. Actually, we're going to test it out next week.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to give too much away, so you got to listen to see what's going on.
Debut sounds like a French word.
Debut.
Sure.
Debut. Remember when George W. Bush said the French don't have a word for entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur.
It was a great.
Isn't that the word?
A great moment in
No.
It was a great moment in presidential history.
How did he get through his
Hey, speaking
master's
about
degree?
Bush, did you if you had an opportunity to see the I think it's a relatively new movie, Shock and Awe?
We talked about that last week.
I think you mentioned it
haven't-
last week.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
Oh, you got to
No,
see it.
I need to though.
It's really an eye opener.
Is it?
You
Is
know,
it
for-
on?
I don't know what station.
I think you
HBO,
said it was HBO, I
Showtime,
think.
maybe.
Okay.
But it was truly amazing. It really very well done. worth watching.
I don't have HBO. I wonder if it's also on Hulu or Netflix or.
You probably find it.
Might be able to find it that way.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I do want to see that. I gotta look for that. All right, we gotta go.
Hey, who stole the text for the dramatic reading?
I don't know.
Oh,
I forgot all
damn.
about it.
So did I. It's not here anymore.
Uh-oh. Well, that's what happens when you leave things around.
Yeah, my cane's missing too.
Again? Oh, my goodness. All right, well, thank you, John C. Opwood. Thank you, of course, Daryl and Ben Dion, or Ben and Daryl Dion.
C for Cupid.
Thanks, Matt.
I suppose it should be Ben and Daryl since it's your show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, we better get that right.
That's right. That's coming up right after this, right here on WMNH 95.3 FM. And if you miss any part of today's show, it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org. And I'm out of here. I will talk at y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.